Most men walk through life without ever realizing the silent language women speak. They hear the words but miss the meaning. They see the smile but miss the spark behind it, and they follow advice from loud, shallow voices, never understanding the deeper truth. A woman's desire, her fascination, her unexplainable pull toward a man is rarely about what he says or what he owns. It's about what he radiates. There are unspoken weaknesses in every woman, emotional soft spots she won't talk about even with her closest friends. These aren't signs of fragility. These are primal codes, biological instincts buried beneath layers of independence, intellect, and modern expectations. And the rare man who understands them, not from a place of manipulation but from grounded masculine presence, he becomes unforgettable, not because he tries but because he knows. Because here's the truth: most men chase attention, they perform, they overextend. They crave validation like thirsty wanderers in a desert. But the Stoic man, he is the oasis. He does not beg, he does not need, he does not seek approval. He is not a storm, he is the stillness that makes a woman pause mid-thought and wonder, who is he? You see, women are not attracted to chaos, they are magnetized by centeredness. The man who moves with intention speaks with restraint and listens more than he talks. He stirs attention in her that she can't explain. And when he speaks, when he notices things other men miss, when he makes her feel seen, not just looked at but seen, he touches something sacred within her. The average man thinks attraction is about grand gestures or flashy moves, but women are far more nuanced. Their deepest desires are quiet, psychological, emotional, and often even they don't fully understand them. There are things women crave that they'll never say, things that move them deeply, stir their curiosity, and ignite their imagination, but they'll never tell you, not because they're hiding but because they're waiting for a man who already knows. And that's what separates the forgettable from the unforgettable. The man she laughs with from the man she thinks about at night. The man she dates from the man she aches for. In this video you'll discover 10 hidden female weaknesses, emotional and psychological triggers that most men walk past without ever noticing. These are the soft edges, hidden female weaknesses. Beneath her strength, the quiet desires. Behind her walls, the buried vulnerabilities. Behind her confidence. And if you're a Stoic man or becoming one, these aren't just things to know. They're things to embody, because once you understand the power of controlled masculinity, once you realize that feminine attraction is not earned through noise but through presence, once you stop trying to impress and start learning how to observe, lead, and influence from within, you won't chase women anymore. They'll feel drawn to you, not out of logic but out of instinct. They won't always know why, but they'll feel it, and they'll keep coming back to it. So settle and let go of everything you thought you knew and prepare to see through the veil that most men never pierce. This is more than dating advice. This is masculine understanding. This is quiet power. This is Stoic paradox. Let's begin. Number 1, eye contact. That eye contact lingers without need. Most men either break eye contact too fast or overdo it and make it uncomfortable. But a Stoic man looks into her, not through her, not over her, into her. His eyes are calm, still patient. They don't demand attention, they command it. You're not staring to intimidate. You're not looking for approval. You're simply there, and because you're not searching for a reaction, your gaze becomes powerful. It creates intensity. It makes her feel seen and unsettled, not in a bad way but in a way that lingers. She'll think about that look hours later, because it wasn't just visual, it was visceral. Number 2, silence during high emotional moments. When she's upset, emotional, or testing you, most men talk, they explain, they apologize, they try to fix. But a Stoic man remains silent, not because he's cold, because he's present. He holds the storm without absorbing it. His silence says, I don't fear your fire, I've sat in deeper. It's uncomfortable. And that's exactly why it works, because silence, when used with presence, isn't a gap in communication. It's a weapon. It creates space for her to feel the weight of her own emotions and the contrast of your unshakable core. And in that contrast, she feels something rare, safety without Softness 3 presence without. Performance. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be clever. You don't need to entertain her. Most men overcompensate trying to be like a Stoic man. He just is. He listens, he watches, he breathes fully, he brings his full attention to the moment, and that's it. His stillness speaks louder than words because women are hyper attuned to energy, and when they feel a man's energy, centered and undistracted without needing applause, it calms them and draws them in. Presence without performance is one of the rarest things a woman will ever feel, and that rarity is addictive. For knowing when to walk away. Walking away. This is the weakness that flips the power dynamic instantly, not because you say something clever, but because when a line is crossed, a disrespect, a betrayal, a game, you don't argue, you don't explain. You exit. Most women are used to men begging, explaining, convincing, but when you walk away without anger, without drama, without hesitation, something short circuits inside her. It's not just about ego, it's about realization. That man values himself more than he values me. That man has standards, and that's when she starts chasing, because women are drawn to what they can't control. Sucks to 5 emotional mystery. If you reveal everything too fast, you kill the intrigue. A Stoic man knows how to express emotions, but selectively. He's not a mystery because he's hiding, he's a mystery because he's mastered restraint. He gives glimpses, a flash of past pain, a drop of passion, a moment of softness. Then he pulls back, not manipulatively, but with balance, and in that back and forth she becomes curious. She starts wanting to know more. She leans in, she asks deeper questions, because mystery activates imagination, and imagination is the birthplace of obsession. 6 subtle masculine touches. You don't grope, you don't cling, you don't hover, you touch like a king, like your hands are both invitation and command. The way you touch the small of her back as you guide her through a door, the brief brush of your hand against her arm when she makes you laugh, the subtle grip of her waist when you're leaning in to speak, not aggressive, not timid, intentional. These micro touches done with calm confidence create subconscious reactions. They signal masculine control, not dominance, but direction. She doesn't deep listening consciously analyze it, but her body reacts. Her breath shifts, her guard drops. 7 deep listening. You're not just waiting to speak, you're absorbing. You notice her tone, her pauses, her contradictions. Most men hear what women say. Stoic men hear what they mean. When you reflect her emotions without judgment, when you listen not to fix but to feel, she starts revealing more than she intended, and when that happens, she bonds, because being truly understood is a weakness most women never admit but secretly crave. 8 control jealousy. You're not the guy who flips out when she talks to another man. You're also not the guy who pretends you don't care. You care, but you control it. You say it in a single sentence, a subtle smirk, a raised eyebrow, not to guilt her but to check her, to remind her that you see everything, and while you're not afraid to walk, you don't share. Control jealousy is power. It's the ability to express value without losing frame. It tells her you choose her but never need her. 9 purpose. That isn't about her. You had a life before her. You have a mission bigger than her, and no matter how beautiful she is, she will never come before it. This doesn't make her feel unwanted, it makes her feel inspired, because she realizes you're a man she has to earn, a man who doesn't orbit around her but who pulls her into his gravity. Purpose is magnetic, and when you pursue it relentlessly without detours for drama or approval, she doesn't try to distract you, she tries to become part of it. 10 emotional restraint. This is the final and most powerful weakness. You don't blow up, you don't break down, you don't lash out. You feel deeply but express selectively. Your anger, when it appears, is measured. Your affection, when it's shown, is earned. Your sadness, when revealed, is clean. This emotional conclusion restraint makes her respect you on a primal level, because it's not that you don't feel, it's that your emotions serve you, not the other way around, and that is the mark of a man who leads. Most men will never know these 10 weaknesses. They'll never trigger them, never awaken that silent soul level desire that bypasses logic and goes straight to the heart, but you will, because you're not Here for cheap tactics, you're here to embody what women are truly drawn to, even if they can't explain why. A man with stillness, a man with depth, a man who never begs, never chases, and never breaks character no matter what that man is. Unforgettable. If you found value in this, subscribe right now, because this channel isn't about tricks. It's about truth and becoming the rare man who doesn't ask for attention but owns it simply by being who he is. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 10 weaknesses have you noticed in real life, and how did it change the way women looked at you? Your journey doesn't end here, it begins right now.